This is a facility that's notorious. It's a facility. Angola Prison is legendary, but that's a message that these individuals that are going to be here, this specific facility is going to host the most dangerous criminal illegal aliens in the country. They have a reputation for making sure that when people come here, they don't get out and they aren't able to impact the civilian population outside of these fences and outside of these walls.
Now, another state is on board. That's in Louisiana. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem touring what's known as the Louisiana Lockup. It's the latest ICE detention facility designed to hold the so-called worst of the worst criminal migrants. Louisiana Governor is Jeff Landry. He's with me now. And Governor, good morning to you.
Bill.
Why is this necessary?
Why is it necessary? Look, I think it's important to recognize that when you pick up gang members like MS-13 or TDA or all of these worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens, if you leave them in the civilian criminal population, especially the gang members, they'll continue to conduct their criminal activity outside. By concentrating them all in one place, it makes the country safer. They get to spend their time there. When their sentence is done, you deport them. That's how you reduce violence and you reduce criminal activity in this country.
Governor, I'm reading about this facility. It's on 18,000 acres. It sounds huge.
It is.
How many could you house?
Oh, Lord. We've got 18,000 acres. It is the largest maximum security penitentiary in the United States. We could house a lot of people if we wanted. What we did was we decided to take one of our maximum security camps. We renovated that camp and we put it in place to hold up to 400 of those worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens for deportation. It consolidates the facility. And if ICE wants more bed space, we'll find them the space.
Okay, so that's Angola. Now to New Orleans. I want to show our viewers what ICE says are some of the worst that have been picked up and arrested in New Orleans. And I guess you could say there are some bad hombres: cocaine smuggling, rape with a weapon, forcible sodomy, battery, family violence, and on it goes with the 5 on the screen. The president was asked about whether or not he sends the National Guard to your state, and specifically to the city of New Orleans. Here's how that went.
So we're making a determination now. Do we go to Chicago, or do we go to a place like New Orleans, where we have a great governor, Jeff Landry, who wants us to come in and straighten out a very nice section of this country that's become quite tough, quite bad. So we're going to be going to maybe Louisiana, and you have New Orleans, which has a crime problem. We'll straighten that out in about 2 weeks.
You want to make some news? Is the National Guard going to go into the streets of New Orleans?
Look, we'll take whatever the president wants to send us. Look, the president has already helped us. Him, Secretary Noem, Attorney General Bondi. You got to remember, they've been here since the terrorist attack on New Year's Day. Remember, New Orleans was impacted by that horrific terrorist attack that happened on New Year's Day. And I'm going to tell you, they've been bringing federal resources since the president's been elected. And Bill, here's the important part. The president has the proper ingredients to control violent crime, not just in New Orleans, but around the country as well. When you put boots on the ground, when you lean in, when you make the local law enforcement work with federal law enforcement, and by adding to that a force multiplier like the National Guard, you will secure a city. Look what he's done in Washington, D.C. I mean, it's really unbelievable.
Governor, I take that as a yes. This is gonna happen. When?
Well, look, we're going to talk to the president. We will do whatever the president would like us to do. We want the federal resources that whatever he wants to send us. Again, look, I think it's important to recognize that, again, whether it's New Orleans or Memphis, those folks in Chicago, they need the National Guard more than anyone else. They seem to not want it. But again, whether it's New Orleans, any of those cities, Bill, I think the president has the right combination.
We will wait for the announcement because it sounds like it's going to happen. Governor, thank you for your time. Jeff Landry, thank you, sir.
Thank you.